Were you not quite ready for educating your child at home? Thrust into this a bit too quickly? Feeling overwhelmed? Not to worry, we've got you covered. Hello, I'm Samantha from Learning Success, and welcome to Educating at Home, an initiative by Learning Success to help you become the expert educator for your child. It may not feel like it, but research shows that parents can truly be the best educators. We'll be creating new videos every day to make sure you have the knowledge you need to rock this. Make sure to watch them all, and your child is sure to get the best education possible. Today's video is from Bonnie Way. Bonnie Way is a homeschooling mom with 5 children ages 12 to 2. She's a homeschool graduate herself, having completed grades 1 through 12 at home. Bonnie has a BA in English with the highest distinction and a BA in writing. When she's not homeschooling her daughters, she blogs about motherhood, family travel, entertainment, homeschooling, and more as the Koala Mom. She also enjoys reading, baking, and hiking with her kids. She and her family currently live in Vancouver, British Columbia. Let's see what Bonnie has to say about educating at home.
One tip that I would give to homeschoolers, whether you're new to homeschooling or not, is to focus on your relationship with your child. This was a big reason for me to start homeschooling, was just to have time with my kids and to develop a good relationship with them. When my oldest daughter was in kindergarten, I noticed that she came home from school tired and grumpy. She'd bicker with her sisters, and I felt like I didn't know what she had done at school all day and that we were rushed in the evenings. We didn't have much time to spend together. And that all changed when we started homeschooling for our first year in grade 1. We had time to spend together to play games and do Lego and crafts, and school was fun together. We were able to sit down for a couple hours a day and work through her work, and everything was really good. She had more time with her sisters, and they would play together, and there was still some fighting, but it was much less fighting than it had been when she was tired and grumpy because she'd been gone all day. And I'm not saying that, our homeschool has been perfect ever since then. This is 6 years into homeschooling, and there's been lots of ups and downs since then. But I have noticed that when my relationship with my daughters is better, then our homeschooling days are better. And so when I get busy with my own tasks, with the housework, or with my writing, or with other things, or when I'm dealing with struggles with my own mental health, then that's when our homeschooling starts to fall apart. But when I'm able to put aside, my to-do list and what I want to do and focus on what they need, then we have a much better day at school. I remember a couple of years ago, I would start our homeschool days with math because I felt like that was the biggest subject. It was the hardest subject, so we should just get it out of the way first. And the girls, there was a lot of complaining and grumbling, and that was their least favorite subject, so they didn't want to start with that subject. And one day, kind of a light bulb went off, and I decided we'd start with history instead. And so we started our homeschooling mornings with all of us sitting on the couch and me reading a book aloud to them. And that was a good way to just draw them in and draw all of us together. They could sit and listen to mommy read, and that was fun, and it was this moment of connection for us, of all of us doing something together. And then from that, we would transition into math and their other subjects, and our whole day just went so much smoother because we started with that moment of togetherness right then. I've had lots of moms tell me, I could never homeschool because I'm not patient enough, or I can't stand my kids all day. And I know that's a reality of these times, and homeschooling is having our kids around us all day, and sometimes they drive me nuts, and I'm definitely not Mary Poppins. But I think it's good to focus on our relationship and to develop that with our kids. And sometimes, yes, they're going to drive us nuts. Sometimes they'll ask too many questions, or they'll ask annoying questions, or just their noise levels and all of the rest of that will be annoying. But we also learn to live with that noise and to, maybe turn the questions around or invite them to ask a different question, or we can respond to their questions and have fun exploring new topics together. So I would say, especially during times of stress and changes in routine, to focus on your relationship with your child more than the academics. The academics can always be caught up. Kids will learn, and they learn from so many things and not just from books. They can learn from baking and Lego and reading aloud and things like that. There are lots of fun ways that we can create an environment of learning for our kids, but if the relationship isn't there, if we're stressed out and angry, or we're struggling with different things, then that affects the kids. So I would say, first and foremost, to just have fun with your kids during this time and to do what you can to build that relationship. So maybe that means read alouds together on the couch, or coloring, or Lego games together, building a project with them, or finding out what interests them and being able to pursue that with them. And, depending on what your kids are into, there's so much that you can help them learn as they're pursuing their interests during this time. There's a lot of online resources available to kids that will help them explore whatever they're into, whether it's robots or crocheting or art or music or whatever they want to do. And you can draw learning into that, but you can do it alongside them too, so that you're having fun with them and you're enjoying things. And so that is my advice, is just to focus on your relationship with your child and to get to know them and enjoy spending this time with them and just, have fun.
Thank you, Bonnie. Forming a relationship with your child is certainly an advantage of homeschooling, as well as being critical to a child's learning. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to share it on social media. Use the hashtag EAH for educating at home. And remember, you've got this. The fact that you are here watching this video means you're an amazing parent. And that's a wonderful thing to be.